everyone.
Hey.
Hello, everybody.
So, what are we talking about?
We're talking about loot droppers.
Right.
Let's talk about it.
An animation that Neebs made.
Yeah.
That we all looked at and said, ugh.
Well,
I don't know if we.
No, we
that's not
did.
true.
We did. I know. I'm a little hyperbole.
From what I remember, it was conflicting with when we were doing kind of some Battlefield friends.
For sure.
I'll tell you how it went down.
Okay. Okay.
There was.
I
well,
remember.
I remember
Go on.
because I was.
Of course.
You
there.
lived it.
I lived it. Yeah, I was. We hadn't done animation in a while, and I was experimenting with making heads that turn right to left.
Yep.
You know, because we kind of do a 2D flat kind of thing. And then I was like, oh, maybe I could do a skit around this. I'll make 4 characters. I think it was 5 characters, and their heads turn.
Yeah.
And then we had this idea called loot droppers, and it was like the people behind, the people that have a company that fill all the loot boxes in all the survival games.
You know what it's akin to interrupt rudely? That cleaning game with the Viscera cleanup detail. Like
Yeah.
behind the
little bit.
scenes of
They clean up
what's
after.
in the games.
Yeah.
I think it's
just
really
it's a silly idea. I like it.
silly idea, really good concept.
So we recorded one, started putting it together. I was more focused on the heads turn and the new kind of animation style. And it's not horrible. But we were like, I don't know if it's good enough for the channel.
Yeah.
You might even love it. Who knows? I don't love
Sure.
it.
That's the thing. It's like
It's good enough for the channel.
Well, yeah, and I thought it needed to be cut about 25%, which I think made a big difference.
Yep.
And after that, you go like, oh yeah, this is fun.
It's okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
now that we have a dumpster channel, like I just throw in the dumpster.
yeah.
That's
and
where we'll
see
put
if
it.
it takes off, because you know what? You never know.
That'd be the irony. Is like we put it on there and it gets 30 million views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is also a plug for the dumpster. But anyway, like,
Yeah.
but
If you want to
but
watch
it's
it,
there.
go to Neebs Magic Dumpster, our other channel, and it's there.
Yeah. There's also sleepscapes are there.
That's
Yeah,
right.
That's pretty
Yeah.
fun.
So if
it's-
you want to sleep to the wild, majestic noises of us as jungle animals,
I'm going to not. I've got my waves and stuff. But, some people, to each their own.
It's such a dumb concept. I love it. Like I think we're gonna do more because it's funny.
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
pretty
like
dumb.
these jungle sounds, and every
Yeah.
now and then you'll just hear this absurdity in the background.
And
It's
it's
like
for the
this is
dumpster.
fun. This doesn't fit on Neebs Gaming, but this is perfect for the dumpster.
I think my mom fell asleep to it.
Okay.
No, she did not.
Yeah, the
You get drunk enough, you can fall asleep to anything.
That's
To
true.
be honest.
very much.
And then just the one other spoiler on the loot droppers. This one pertains to Ark.
That's right.
This one, that would be Ark. So had we done another, or if we do, it could be about 7 days or wherever loot gets
Just
dropped.
anything. I mean, God, like Warzone, any game with a box that you open and there's stuff in it, which is 90% of them.
It's got a lot of potential, and the reason we didn't even give it another chance was because that's when we got the green light to do the new Battlefield, for instance.
That's
Yeah.
what I was saying. right?
Exactly.
That's where we're getting to. Mm-hmm. And then that hit right on the tail end. Like that got pushed to the back burner. We're like, okay, let's focus on this.
Yeah,
now.
because it was done already, but it was a question of you weren't happy with it. When are we going to release it? I'm not sure. It should be cut down. What do you think? And then
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, hey, we can do Battlefield Friends again. Let's do Battlefield Friends again.
yeah, forget that other thing.
So yeah,
figure it
it
out
is
later.
crazy that it took that long for this thing to come out because we did it before Battlefield Friends new episodes, didn't we?
Been holding
How
on
long
to this
ago?
for a
Yeah,
minute.
it's just been in our pocket. We're like, we don't know what to do with this.
Was that 2 years ago?
Must have been. God,
Sometimes I'm shocked by how bad my time awareness is.
me too.
The
Yeah.
older we get, the trickier it is, isn't it?
And
probably
you
4
years
years
ago, and it was 10 years ago.
exactly.
It always blows my mind when there's people like, I notice like someone like, well, there's tons of friends, but like Steve-O, for example. I've heard him or seen his podcast where he'll reference like dates. And you're like, dude, that guy's been through so much shit. How does his brain work so perfectly with remembering years and dates
Yeah.
of shit? But some people are just wired that way. And it blows my mind. They're like, oh, yeah, that was 2012, like October.
Yeah,
like
they can tell you like
mid-October.
the month,
Like, are
the
you
date.
fucking kidding me? I
Right.
can't remember last week.
Yeah, I can barely remember my daughter's birthday. It's sad.
Do you use Facebook as your friend there?
No, I've got it down pat. That's like it's one of the few birthdays I've remembered.
You've got a
It's
note
like
in your
parents,
wallet.
daughter, got extended family. Everybody else is like, okay, I don't know. If Facebook doesn't tell me, good luck.
Yeah, I'm really bad.
I expect you to come in and go, hey, my birthday's next week, so I can go, all right. I'm going to wish you a happy birthday.
If someone can nail a year, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
But then you bring in months and days. Like, shut up.
Minutes?
You're a superhero.
Yeah. Unless it's, like there's certain days, like September 11th, 2001.
Well, sure.
We all remember where we were that day. Mm-hmm. But past that, yeah, there's not a lot of days that just stick out of like, oh, I was there for that event, or I was here.
I don't remember the date, but I remember the Challenger blowing up. I know where
yeah.
I was.
I know where I was.
Yeah. Forgot the date on that too. Because I was probably too young to really internalize
I was in
that.
class watching it blow up.
It was in me too.
Yeah. It was weird. What was your class? Mine was shop class. We were in shop
wow.
class.
Shop. So I was younger. I'm still younger. It was just like homeroom class.
I was in elementary school, so
Yeah, it was
you have
elementary.
Right,
pretty much
yeah.
one class all day.
Yeah.
It's just
It was that
a
homeroom.
bunch of kids just in one class learning everything.
Watch-
Oh, they
Watching,
brought all the kids in front of the TV.
They brought the
Yeah,
TV
they
into
brought
the
TV
room.
into the
man.
room, man.
That
That's what
sucks.
they did.
It was a big old
And
deal.
you're like, what the fuck? What's happening? And they're like, oh, let's shut it off. All right, everybody.
They
Let's
made it
go
to the
back
moon, kids. Click.
Oh,
It's color.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
No.
that's wild.
My school was very upfront about it. This is what happened. This is sad, and blah blah blah. And
Yeah, that's how you gotta be.
Yep.
Gotta be real with the kids.
So, kids, raise your hands. Who still wants to be an astronaut?
Me.
Because 50% up until then were.
Yeah, because we need more.
Yeah, they probably turned a few of them off.
Yeah, let's all go for a career that there's like only a few dozen of the people out there that do it. It's like, talk about fucking difficult
it's
to
a day.
attain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not but how many astronauts have died total?
Died?
Oh, probably
Yeah.
not that. Probably only, I would say, a dozen.
This
Yeah.
could be a
This is a
Google
weird
search.
conversation.
Are we
Yeah.
including animals?
No.
We
No,
should.
No.
We
The
should.
monkey,
You should
the
ask the
Russian dog.
I'm going to say 20 astronauts, and this could be Earth-wide.
Okay, I'm going to guess 13.
It's not as good as big as the miners number.
high.
I bet.
No, it's not even close.
Okay, in-flight accidents have killed 15 astronauts and 4 cosmonauts.
So I
In
said 20.
5 separate incidents.
19. Does
So
that
yeah,
include
kind of
animals?
close to 20.
Yeah.
Which
Wow.
Which isn't bad.
And a cosmonaut?
What do you mean?
The Russian astronauts.
Okay, so they're astronauts.
Communist
I didn't-
astronauts.
No, but we call 'em
cosmonauts and
astronauts.
astronaut. I know. So I said, what's the difference between a cosmonaut and an astronaut?
Where they
I hear
live.
it's
One's
Russia.
Russian.
Odd. That's
Nin-
fucking weird.
19.
Which part?
I guess not. I guess there's a lot of things that are named different things
Because
when
of
you're from a different country.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know that. Like if you go to like China, what do they call it? They call it an astronaut, probably.
No.
Probably do.
How do you know?
I don't see them in the
don't.
numbers.
What? Like it's a different word.
Different language for different word for this. It could be a
I see what
different
you're saying
language
because
for the
cosmos
same
based
word.
on the cosmos or cosmic and
Right. So why? Like it seems so the Russians just call cosmonauts is because they were the only ones in the race with us in the 60s.
It is just, I looked it up, cosmonaut, a Russian astronaut.
Just Russian. That's fucking weird.
It is weird.
If everywhere else, I mean, I
Yeah.
know we don't all have space programs, but China does,
Yeah.
right?
I don't
They
know.
probably don't call it. I'm guessing they have astronaut.
What's a Russian waiter called?
Cosmowaiter.
Okay.
Right. Waiter, but in their language.
They don't like it when you do that with sexes anymore, do they?
What's that?
What?
Like professions. It's the same name for a male doing it or a woman doing
yeah.
it, right?
Yeah, professions are gender neutral now.
Right. So, and they're also supposed to be doing that in the Oscars. That's going to be probably real soon, like maybe
Oh,
next year. There's
like-
not going to be Best Actress and Best Actor.
It's just straight up best performer, best
Right?
actor.
Best Actor with.
Hey,
say with
that's going to
breasts.
cut down on some time.
actor with breasts.
Best actor with tits.
Yeah. Best Actor with no tits. Best Actor with breasts, but they bind them.
Best actor who had a tit job.
Right.
It'll be Act D.
I don't know.
Oh God.
I have to be
wanna
careful what I keep there, right?
I'm surprised anybody still watches the Oscars. I mean, I get it. It's just it's one of those I've always it's into.
Well, Will Smith brought the ratings back.
No, yeah, that was fun. But
I
was that
always
the
watch them.
Oscars?
Yeah.
Oh God. So yeah, all right. I
And he's
guess that
banned
was a
from
year
them.
ago.
So he wasn't there, and then this year you go, well, who's going to smack somebody? Is anyone going to smack somebody?
No
yeah.
smacks.
I would
No
watch
smacks,
the Oscars if there were more violence. Then
You
it
know
would be
there's
fun.
going to be one smack in the night. Somewhere at some point, I'm in.
Yeah,
like
then I would
South
watch it.
It's true.
Then we're starting bets. We're
Right.
getting together.
It
We're
could
going
be
to the
random.
bar.
It could
We're
be in the
drinking.
audience. It could be.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's like, is Jack Nicholson going to slap like
Bette
Morgan
Midler?
Freeman today? What's going to happen?
Maybe a Russian waiter.
Yeah, a cosmonaut comes in.
Over under on how old the person is that's gonna get.
We got ideas. Hit us up.
Hit us up, Hollywood. We'll save you
Hit us up.
from yourself.
Thank you to our sponsor, Bombas. And I'm a big fan. I love my Bombas socks. They don't just fit my feet, they hug them. They fit me better than any socks I've ever had. And I've seen many socks in my day. And I have to say the styles I chose make my current Bombas my most stylish socks by far. And it's not just socks. They have t-shirts and underwear too. And it's all top notch. Like their performance socks are made with technically advanced features like proprietary Hex Tech, which incorporates sweat-wicking yarns, supportive strategic zone cushioning, and built-in ventilation to increase airflow. They sound like astronaut socks to me. But no matter how you like to get active, Bombas has something for you. Gripper socks help you stay balanced in Pilates, and they have left and right foot contoured running socks that give you a perfect fit that won't slide in your shoes. And with Bombas' 100% happiness guarantee, you're covered for life. Reach out anytime to their happiness team for easy returns, exchanges, or replacements. So if you like comfortable things in your life, go to bombas.com/Neebs and use code Neebs for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/Neebs and use code Neebs at checkout. Thank you, Bombas. But loot droppers.
Yeah. Check it out. I
check
think
it
you
out.
guys are going to like it.
Let
It's
us
on the
know if you hate
dumpster.
it. Hey.
It's a fun, just
Yeah.
side animation that we didn't know where to put.
Be
Yeah,
honest. Be honest in the comments.
We sell things low
know it.
just so it's like, oh, that's pretty good. You know how we do.
Yeah, there might be another animation even being thrown on there.
We might have
eventually.
a few things.
We
to put
got
on
a
there.
couple things, a couple projects that you start working on, and then you look at the end result and you go, that just didn't work out.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't know till you make
And
it.
I just
That's
go
right.
ahead and post them. You know what I mean? I upload them.
Yeah,
That's right.
Fuck it.
That's what I do. Thank God for the dumpster now.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I want to upload something to the dumpster now, but then, because I'm like, oh, it's the dumpster. Anything can go there.
You could do
Yeah.
it without
Then-
asking anybody.
It's true.
No, but then again, yeah, I guess so. Because I did a Chat GPT, like asked it to do something, and
You played it for me.
yeah, and it was just and then I ended up, it was like for a script. So I asked Chat GPT to write an old time radio script in a place called Chat GPT Theater for like a radio show called that. And the movie's about like a mad scientist who wants to create an AI that writes 5-minute scripts for the radio. So I was like, wonder what it's going to come up with here. And then when it came up with something, I was tickled with it, too tickled with it. That's what happens when you get left alone with yourself. You're like, this is so much fun.
Oh, I've been there.
Yeah. And and I had a couple of beers in me, so I recorded it in some weird, stupid little voice. And then I played, there was only like one voice in it from the story, because the story was really about somebody who wanted to create an AI that
Telling
made
a story about the story.
Yeah. And so I just played like a female voice, and I was like, oh, please help. And then
Oh, that was you?
That
I
was
didn't-
me.
You did
I
all the
had no idea.
characters.
Wow.
I know, right? It was amazing.
Where'd you come up with that one?
But I threw some music to it, and I'm like, this is so great. This is great for the dumpster.
It's
Right?
perfect for the
I'm
dumpster.
like, anyone who listens to this is going to be so amused by it. 2 people listen to it. They're like, it's all right.
No, I like the story.
Yeah,
I
no,
thought
whatever.
It feels like something written by AI. It's
not funny.
It's exactly what it is.
No, it's not funny. It's so
Yeah.
interesting. I'm amazed that AI came up with the silly thing. So I thought it was funny to me.
Yeah.
It wasn't really
No, it's-
funny.
But that was at that night when you.
No, it
posed.
was the next day. Carried over
Next
to the
day,
next
carried
day,
over?
too. Yes.
Dude, it's like a marijuana idea.
It's a sickness.
When you're like blazed, you're
Yeah.
like, fuck yeah, and you write it down even, then you check it the next day, you're like, all right, yeah, okay.
No,
Right.
I still think it's
Throw
better
that
than
away.
Anthony's in here saving the day with water.
Anthony!
Hey, Anthony.
They turned our water off today.
Someone dug right through a water pipe in our neighborhood.
How does that?
It is kind of crazy how it still happens. I mean, they were out there. They've been out there drawing lines and putting down flags.
And if you're in this kind of an area, it's an industrial park.
Yeah.
You feel like if you put something into the ground a couple feet, you're going to hit something no matter what, because there's so much shit out here.
Yeah.
But then they expect you to drill or dig up a whole bunch of stuff. So you're kind of forced to navigate around these
Just
fucking
take
lines.
a chance. You're just crossing your fingers as you send that drill down there.
Yeah. You hope you know where the
Well,
line is.
I mean,
there's
when
a
it's
lot
marked.
of official looking vehicles out there, like It seems like they know where the pipes are. They
Yeah,
should know.
yeah.
It's not like just some dude out there trying to plant a garden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
no,
mean, the
they're
dude
supposed to
that,
know.
you know, created autotune first made something that pings where oil is, and that's so fucking deep. Like, we can't tell where a water line is.
Yeah. Can we put a sonogram out here before we start digging? Is that
Something?
Is that
Anything?
feasible?
Come
Right?
on. All right. I don't know.
I would think so.
You would think so.
We could shoot a video about our toilet now that the water's off and put that on the dumpster.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We
It's-
could.
It's a big mix of all of our urine.
Yeah, we're just
It's
mixing
interesting.
urine today until the
Oh,
water
today's
comes back on.
science class. We don't need to talk about this.
We don't, and I haven't gone in there.
It's
I
a
haven't
platform for anything.
All right.
Neebs Magic Dumpster.
Now's if you want to get rid of some meat, Simon, throw it up in there.
See if it'll flush.
Let's science that
It's
shit.
2023.
That would be a good fucking video right there.
Yeah. How much meat can I flush?
Yeah.
There's your title. Get a thumbnail with you look like with a
I tell
question
you
mark
what.
looking face.
What a great tech video for as far as toilet brands.
Yeah. How
I mean,
much
it's like
meat?
the meat test. Like you've got just all this meat, and you could have all these toilets side by side. You know what I mean?
They could
Like,
put that on their box when you're at Home
they-
Depot.
They passed that test
Can
Yeah.
flush up to 25
flusher.
pounds of ground beef.
with or steaks with bones.
Right?
T-bone.
Ribeye.
T-bone.
There's no bone in my meat.
This can flush a whole chicken.
Not even deep feathered.
No. Put a live chicken in this toilet.
I want to see that infomercial. Just flushing everything.
Someone's had to have done that.
Don't do that in some of
No.
these South American countries.
That's
it
a
is.
good idea.
they can't
last
even put their
commercial.
toilet paper in the
The
toilet.
last line of the commercial. Anyone seen Grandma? And that's it.
Then you hear the flush.
That's it.
Her glasses are by the toilet.
Right. That's it. They're broken. It's on the side. It's like a close up of the base of the toilet.
Yep.
It's wet drips.
And the parents and the kids laugh, and then
They laugh, and then
oh, grandma.
the quality product comes up
Yep.
on the screen.
Play the sound effect of like a whistle.
I used to enjoy watching infomercials quite a bit, actually. The late at night, it was fun to fall asleep to them.
Kind of fascinated me, really.
Yeah.
That world. Ron Popeil. Remember Ron Popeil?
Yeah, I do. Remember the
Ron-
name. Did
who's
he do
that?
the rotisserie? We talked
Rotisserie
about the
chicken, several
chicken
things,
thing, yeah.
but
On television, selling rotisserie chicken.
Yeah, he had a tan.
The
He had like crazy
rotisserie.
white teeth with like a tan. He was probably like 75.
had
but
a
he
hair lip.
Had a hair
Bit
lip.
of, bit
Did
of a
he?
hair lip, I think. Mhm.
Huh. Okay.
it is fun to go back because you do see this on YouTube. People will do a compilation of commercials from the 70s or 80s or whatever.
Yeah.
It's fun to look back and go, what was going on back then?
I remember
Simpler
so many
times.
of them. Yes, some very simple times. And
Yeah.
amazed at what was commercials.
Yeah, I love going back and looking at even like video games. Some of the old video game commercials or board games.
Oh, my God.
Crossfire. That's a great commercial.
Crossfire, never had it. My neighbors did have it, and it's still fun.
Yeah,
Like, I wanted it so bad. Oh, I had that little
It's
gun
dumb.
shooter.
You just it's shooting marbles at a thing,
and I
that's
love
the
it.
game.
It's Hungry Hippos on crack.
Yeah,
but
man,
it's reverse. You're
that-
spitting out.
Never even played it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Seems cool.
It was just like two sides. Each side had like a little marble gun, and in the middle was a like little spin top. Mm-hmm. And then so you were trying to shoot your marble gun at the spin top and get it to the other guy's goal. That's all it was.
Is that they've got to have that out right now, right? I would need to order this
Crossfire,
for
maybe?
I haven't seen it in a minute, but
Yeah, you would
For
think
who?
that they were
Who are you
remakes.
gonna get this for?
For me to play with my child.
he's trying to make a
Okay.
dumpster
Isn't
video.
it still fun?
Yeah.
Maybe. I remember it being loud. I was like, man, I was so excited to get that game, and we never played it because it pulled it out, and it was like, click, 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 just marbles and rolling, and mom and dad would be like, shut that the fuck up.
I
Like,
just
okay.
pictured like someone with a friend over, and the friend's like, "Oh, shit, you got Crossfire?" It's like, "Yeah, I got Crossfire." Okay, hey, we'll talk about it tomorrow. I got to go to bed. Got a big day tomorrow. Like an hour later, you just hear the
Click, 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 click.
Yeah. So I remember that game being so damn loud.
I mean, there's got to be a video game version of that, right?
I don't know.
That could probably be more fun and less junk to store around your house.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he puts Crossfire to bed, and before he goes lays down, he's like, "Oh shit, you got a giant Jenga set?"
Hungry Hippo?
And he's just alone too, so he's just playing.
You got tap shoes?
And I had a friend I love him, but he's an asshole sometimes, especially when we were kids. Like, we would sleep over at the house, and then, like, This was when like mom and dad were gone away for the weekend, but he would go into the living room and we had like GoldenEye on Nintendo
Yeah,
64. Like 3 a.m. he would crank the television all the way up.
Because there's no headphones
And
going
start
on then.
shooting. So you just wake up, you go in, you kick him, punch him. Shut the fuck up, everyone's trying to sleep, and he's laughing.
This makes me think about Simon when you stayed at Daniel's Airbnb.
Yeah, that's me. That was me. That was me.
You were the
Fucking
next
up in
morning?
the
6 a.m. and
6 a.m. I'm playing.
ready to get the day going.
Where's the dryer? Hey, Daniel.
That's me.
And Daniel's so sweet, he's going to find a dryer.
This was the one day in the year he was going to get to sleep in.
There's new kids. And
Yeah, no kids
Since
around.
then,
Away
he
from the
told me
family.
he preferred being woken up. He said I was
He
a
did
wonderful
not.
little
He never
alarm
once
clock.
said
He
that.
loved me.
He didn't
It's
say
a
that.
joy. I'm a joy.
Maybe if he had Neebs Gaming Sleepscapes, that would have helped a bit.
Maybe.
Oh, man, he never would have woke up.
Listen, Sleepscapes, as much as I like it, it's just like with me after my own, even, not even, but, when you edit something, after you watch it, and it's only out for a day, I'll find things that I wish I would have changed about a video that I made.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that Sleepscapes should have even more. It should
should.
happen more often.
Mm-hmm.
Should be even now. I'm thinking every 30 seconds, and it's subtle. It is what it is. And I think people want to hear it. If it's able
I
to
agree.
That's
happen.
why they're listening
and
to it.
and I think that the background music with that one was Green Hell, right?
Yeah,
The
it was
video,
just,
yeah.
Yeah, Green Hell.
Footage.
I was surprised that there wasn't more side effects in that, because when you're playing the game in it, there are a
sounds a
lot
lot.
more. It's a lot more lively. And in that one, it was just kind of like
Yeah.
stayed the same, kind of like the whole.
Also
time.
want to go over, because Aztecia put that together.
Great job, by
Did
the
a
way.
good. It's the first time she'd ever done like sound design,
Yeah.
but I wanted to like have her make the sounds that we're making sound like they're moving
A little bit.
from,
I see.
from
what
left
Oh,
to
yeah,
right
like
in
pan it a
different
little
areas
bit?
and getting further away and closer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, first one, and if we're planning on doing more, this is why we do this.
Yeah. Did you guys see Glock's little campaign he's doing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
with Freakers.
Yeah.
Local company. We love Freakers.
The
and we
same
love
company
Glock.
we use, yeah.
I love that.
So yeah, let's put the link in the description for Glock 9. He's also doing a thing for cancer. One of his socks is a F Cancer sock, and it's going to
Stand up for cancer.
the campaign we've been doing with Thick for years.
Yep.
Gives
Yeah.
to stand up for cancer.
Yeah, good cause.
I still get my Glock on. I do. I watch Glock quite a bit.
Glock's got good
He-
stuff.
Yeah, we need
Glock's
to, man, we
great.
need to have him back.
He fought yesterday's video. He fought a Fjordor, one of the mini bosses, the giant bee. Just destroyed it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, an
Yeah.
arc.
Yeah, like we
Okay.
didn't do any of that.
God, no.
Didn't know they had many bosses.
There's a
I
mini
hate
boss.
arc bosses. They're never fun.
They suck.
Yeah, I don't think back to one boss and go, that was a good experience.
No,
Like, wow, what a boss fight.
I like looking at them and stuff like that, but again, it comes down to the fighting where
Just,
there's
they're
just
bullet
nothing.
sponges, and it's just
Yeah.
not fun.
They
There's no
are.
reaction. Ugh.
If they were tiered somehow, like beat this first bit, get to the next part, just where it feels.
Maybe, yeah.
But two bullet spongy.
Yeah, never had fun with an arc boss fight.
It's
There's
usually
no
just
sense of accomplishment. Yeah.
No, yeah. You unlock tech gear, which takes 1,000 resources that you have to go out and grind for. Ugh.
yeah. I enjoy just the open world more.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. 100%. I like surviving on a beach.
But the bosses in Conan are great.
Conan bosses were fun.
They were?
Well, and
Yeah.
there were way more of them, too.
Yeah, because they had mini bosses. Mm-hmm. They were. Are you talking about them or the amount of other big bosses? That
Just
they had?
all the
Whatever
bosses.
it was.
All of
'Cause
it.
the
Yeah,
mini
Conan
bosses
was
It's
very-
more
great.
fun. You can feel hitting them. They react to
Yeah.
It's just a wildly different.
You can roll out of the way and avoid
Yeah.
strikes and stuff. And
Man.
All that shit.
And if Conan, yeah, I mean, the tightest boss, like Dark Souls, I mean, games like that and Elden Ring, the boss fights in those are so fun.
And that's what they're known for is
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's so satisfying to be. I mean, they are spongy a little bit, but it's a fun fight, and usually the fight has a couple of tiers.
Yeah.
Where you get him down to this level, and he changes his tactic. Get him at this level, he changes his tactic.
Yeah.
It's like, man, that's fun.
if Arc 2 had that,
Be great.
open world Arc
Be
plus
great.
that,
Yeah, we'll see what they do.
I'm so curious.
I am too. I mean, how could we not be? We've played Ark for so long.
Because they must, when they are testing it, the devs and all that stuff, like, they can't be satisfied with the fighting in Ark. They can't be. Who can be?
It's so interesting because they designed their game for like large tribes,
Sure.
which we don't play in.
Right.
It's like the game's really designed in a different way to play than we play.
Right.
But yeah, you wonder, like, do they go? I mean, that's how they have to design it. They kind of have to design it to be spongy.
That's how they had to.
Yeah, and maybe they'll do something different.
That's my point.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll. I mean,
Is any
yeah, it's so weird having to balance that. I got to make a game for like PvE versus PvP.
yeah.
But the amount of animals you can tame and use is
oh, it's insane.
pretty unreal.
Yeah, it's awesome. No, there's a lot of that game I love, and then there's a good chunk of that a game I hate.
I hate that you can't dig into the world.
Yeah,
7
manipulate
days
it.
has spoiled me.
But then it would look like 7 days.
No,
Probably.
I know. It
Yeah,
would.
it'd be
It
blocky.
would. There's no way they could pull that off.
7 Days keeps looking better and better, though. I mean, an update recently, they're updating the way the Forge looks. Looks great. The zombies now look, I mean, compared to how they used to look,
I
they
like
look
how that's
great.
the big news on the new alpha.
Yeah, the
Forge.
fact that
A new Forge.
A new
It's
Forge.
just one piece of news.
Yeah, but I mean,
It's like, hey, we're updating some of this stuff. Like, oh, cool. Can't wait to see what else they got going.
it does look great, but it's vastly different.
I mean, compared to what it was. You know what we should do for 7 days sometime? Play like Alpha 1.
Yeah.
Because we're on Alpha 20. I don't think any of us have experienced Alpha 1.
I bet that
Would
was-
we enjoy it?
It would be fun for just like a one-off.
be.
Like, let's do 7 days. Let's just do
one episode?
One episode
Yeah.
of one run of like 7 days in Alpha 1. Just to see, just to look at it and go, my God, look how far they've come.
That would be very cool, actually.
Yeah, 'cause you
When
can-
did we start it? Like 16?
Something like
I
that.
think 15,
15,
16,
16
if I
so
remember
over there, and
correctly.
they're on Alpha
No.
21
Ask
now?
Steve-O.
Yeah, Steve
Yeah, Steve-O would know.
It was 2016, I think, mid-January.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, when
that
that's when we
sounds
started.
about right.
16 point.
Is the water back on? We got water?
We got water. But we did receive an advisory not to drink it, only
Yeah.
use it.
He never said yes. He just kept yelling water.
Oh yeah. Well,
Then I'm going to assume it's on.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a good assumption.
Well, good. We should have got video before we flushed.
Thank you to our sponsor, Rocket Money, formerly known as Truebill, is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills all in one place. And a really high percentage of people, like over 75%, pay for subscriptions that they've forgotten about. And I can speak to this from experience because I sing Rocket Money's praises. Because since I've started using the app, I've canceled one yearly subscription right before it was going to charge me over $150, a subscription that was once free, and I definitely didn't want to enroll in it again and pay. And while in the app, it showed me I was being double charged for Amazon Music, so I put a stop to that. And who knows what you might be paying for monthly that you've forgotten about. Stop paying for subscriptions that you don't use. And Rocket Money makes canceling subscriptions as easy as a click of a button. Simply find the subscription you don't want and press cancel, and Rocket Money will cancel it for you. Join over 3 million people who've used Rocket Money, saving the average person up to $720 a year. Stop throwing your money away. Cancel unwanted subscriptions and manage your expenses the easy way by going to rocketmoney.com/Neebs. That's rocketmoney.com/Neebs. rocketmoney.com/Neebs. So, I heard some very cool news about Thick, and he was an organ donor.
Okay.
Right? So, I guess one of the things that he was donating had a taker, because you never know if it's actually going to be able
Yeah,
to get
right, you don't
used
know.
with
Yeah.
somebody or if it's just going to be used for science. But apparently, I think his corneas were
Really?
taken.
Really?
Yeah, so
From
it's
his
like
eyes?
I was told
Huh.
his eyes, and then I was the guy that was like, "Wait a second, okay. So do you mean that? So because I don't know, I'm like, does somebody have like his entire eyes?" And then they said, "No, it's the I think it was Chris, Thick's sister.
Yep.
Said I believe she told me that it was the corneas.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
So and she let them know, or there was some sort of, and I don't know the details exactly, but I think one of the people had to give permission to let the other person know like who it was, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
So it's like in case somebody wants to reach out to
Someone
somebody
might
else
not want to.
Right.
and
No.
say, "Hey, thanks,"
Yeah, there's a
or
privacy
"Hey, I
issue
want to
there.
say
Yeah,
thanks."
yeah.
Yeah. So I think that line of communication has been opened, but I don't think anything's happened
Like
yet. But
they don't know if they have human man warrior eyes yet or not.
Just see loot boxes everywhere.
yeah, right.
Just never getting to work, veering off.
So, but how cool is that?
It's amazing.
That's awesome.
You
I
know,
mean, it's amazing they
so
can
like-
even do that.
Right, a piece of him is still out there.
Yeah.
No,
You
that's
know.
fucking awesome.
So he
Love it.
has weren't his like something in his ear also available? Because some of his organs weren't
Ear?
his ear, like the cochlear
I
bones or
don't
whatever.
know.
Because he had cancer, so that probably rendered a lot of organs unavailable.
I
Sure.
would know. Because brain cancer, you would think. I'm not sure if it just stayed localized and he could still donate his kidneys. I wouldn't
Right.
have any idea, but
Anyway,
Man, we
That's
become
awesome.
used cars, don't we?
Yeah.
Like we
That's
do.
fine.
And it's all no, I love
rather
it.
be
Like
a used
use
car.
every piece of me. Like
Yeah.
if you can.
that's
I'm all about
real
it.
big. I mean, like I know one person that's waiting on a kidney, but for those people that are on a wait list, man, the stress because they got to be ready at any moment. I
Yep.
think like they're on a wait
You're
list.
gonna-
They get a
yeah.
call. They got to
Drop everything you're
Yeah,
doing.
you can't
for
like
sure.
travel. You can't do anything
Hmm.
because you might get that call, and there's not much time.
yeah,
Is everybody
goodness.
here sign up to be a donor?
I am.
I am.
I am too.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh, I may be. I don't know.
You
When
do it at the driver's
DMV,
license.
right?
Do it at the
DMV.
DMV, yeah.
Oh, let me see.
There should be a heart.
I
next
haven't
to
gone to the
your
DMV in
thing.
like.
It's like back
10
when you
years.
first started, kind of like transfers over. Yeah.
There'll be a heart on there.
Oh yeah, then yes.
Oh, good for
There
you.
you go.
I'm all good.
There you go.
Folks, if you're not and you're up for it, do it because man,
Right.
there's people.
And why wouldn't you?
Well, a lot of people for religious reasons, I
yeah,
guess.
yeah,
And,
because-
I've
at
heard
the same
conspiracy
time-
shit too. Of like, oh, if they find you in a wreck and they see that heart on your license,
Oh my
that's
God.
conspiracy.
What
shit.
is it? What does
Okay,
that
yeah.
mean?
They
What's the conspiracy?
They won't
Like
save
they're not
you.
going to save you. That's some BS.
Yeah, because they
Really?
can make money
Bullshit.
selling your organs.
But they can't.
Not the
No,
EMS.
they won't.
Exactly. That's the thing. That's
Yeah.
where it comes conspiracy.
Exactly.
It's like
Shut
that
the
EMS
fuck
driver is going to absolutely save you.
Let your
least you would
flesh
hope.
vessel be used by others when you're done with it.
Yeah, may as well.
But
Your
I did
soul
read
still moves on.
I read an article not too long ago about heart transplants where they had, I guess they were just putting them on ice and shipping them off, and I forget because this was a few months ago, but
Yeah.
now they were talking about making a machine that like keeps blood pumping through it as they deliver it.
Oh wow.
And it extended like 3 times longer that they could go without
That's amazing.
doing
That's
a surgery.
awesome. I've also seen for organs in particular, I guess some sort of advertisement somewhere about like this apparent kick-ass fucking crazy-ass drone, and that's what they're doing. They're delivering organs.
You mind for that? Oh
Is this what you were talking about?
no, I was talking about the Mark Rober video where he's doing those drones where they were delivering blood in Rwanda, like because the roads weren't that good. And
God, that's
Maybe
insane.
that
it would
was
parachute blood. I mean, it probably could be an organ, I guess.
Yeah. I
Yeah, but I don't know
suppose.
why it wouldn't be, because you'd think that would be the best way to do these things these days, or at least a really great way in
Yeah.
the near future.
Yeah.
Time's
Fast and-
ticking. That's awesome though. But if we can start printing stuff, that's where it's at.
Yeah,
Oh
man.
my
Start
God.
growing things in labs. That's when it really becomes like a used tire shop.
I'm gonna
Like,
get that
oh, my
penis
heart's
I always
giving out.
wanted.
I'm gonna go down to the shop, get a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Makes-
you can imagine the rates on that shit. Oh God, we're gonna get fucked. It'll
Yeah,
be
no, for sure.
ridiculous.
Makes
Like,
you-
man, I could
makes
go
you
to
wonder-
Mexico and I can get a new whatever. For,
Depends on the competition. If there's competition in the industry,
Man, there's gonna have to. There'll be so much money you have to put in R&D just up front in order to even
yeah.
recoup those costs. Those things are gonna have to be so expensive for a long time.
sounds like insulin's finally coming down a little bit.
Yeah, we'll
It took
see.
a little work.
Yeah, a little political pressure.
Ooh, today's the big the TikTok day, or one of the big TikTok days.
What's going on with TikTok?
Well, this our government.
Just want. Oh yeah, I've heard they've wanted to ban it.
Yeah, so it's like they're in
Good
the process.
luck,
You know,
but
yeah,
it's
we'll
not
see.
going to
yeah.
happen.
I mean, but the thing is, other countries have things banned.
It's true.
So
Yeah.
now, of course, I could only think of China, and they can, but I don't know
I
if
think
any other
the
countries
UK's
have.
government banned TikTok, at least for government officials.
Well, that's easy
Yeah,
to
well,
do.
we've banned it
That-
for government officials.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but we're thinking about the entire
government
country.
devices.
Yeah. No, it is one of the things. It's like, okay, this is a foreign country collecting a lot of data on us and their kids.
Good thing we
It's like,
banned the TikTok, but we can still insider trade. Fucking assholes. All of them. Suck it.
It really is one of those things. Like, yeah, like congressmen shouldn't be allowed to trade on the stock
no.
market. It's like the incentive's there to just fuck around.
Right. How are
like,
you
oh.
not getting inside information?
We're not- they are.
Of course,
So
you're
we're not.
getting
Of course
inside
they are, yeah.
information.
Yeah, we
It's
won't go
just-
there. We're not going to go there.
Yeah. No,
Sorry.
It just seems
Just got
obvious.
mad
That's
about it real
both sides. That's everyone in it, though. That's
It
not,
is- it
you
is
know, that's,
something
it's,
that-
it's everyone.
Oh, no, it's neither
It's
party.
not
They
a
all
left
suck
or
off
right.
a
It's
dick.
like
I know.
this is common sense shit, and also with lobbyists, it's the same fucking thing.
They shouldn't exist.
It's special interests anyway.
Anyway, love you. Love you guys.
I haven't become a congressman so I can insider
Like,
trade.
I don't know nothing.
I'm just out here guessing like the rest of them. Should I put
Like
it
an
in
idiot.
Microsoft? I don't know.
That one meme I read, though, was perfect earlier, though. Remember that?
Say it again.
After this bank thing. It was just the best worded meme for the situation. Our good friend Ash posted it. It's like a news headline. Man struggling to feed family, just glad he could help bail out bank.
Yeah, right,
It's so perfect.
right. And there'll be comments saying, "Well, that's not how it really works, and we're not really." And then, that is how it works.
Wait. Everybody's an expert online? What?
Everybody is.
Yeah.
Including
Yeah,
us.
Weird.
including us. Right?
Yeah, we're
Very
geniuses.
true.
We're pretty smart.
It is like, yeah, like you said, it's one of those common sense thing. I'm like, why is any bank allowed to have so much like leverage and just like, why are they able to like speculate
Yeah.
and gamble with like depositors' money?
Yeah.
That seems fucking insane.
Everybody knows it's wrong.
Right?
Everybody does.
I mean, I know the bank wants to make money with depositors' money, but what happens when you fuck up like this? Like, it shouldn't even be allowed in the first place.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, is it crazy?
Do you see who Howard Stern endorsed?
No.
John Stewart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Jon Stewart running?
No.
Okay. Jon Stewart's
He'd
too
have my
good.
vote,
He's
though.
too,
He is
he's,
too good
he's
of a
too
human.
Good.
He's
He's
too
too smart.
Yeah. No, I've been
to
loving
do
his.
anything like that.
I don't have Apple, but he puts some of his interviews on YouTube.
It's so
They're
good.
great.
Yeah.
They're great.
He's like, I love him.
No, it's you wish you had more people, like even journalists, just really holding people's feet to the fire more.
And it just
Just
doesn't
elected
happen, does it?
officials, like, hey, what are y'all doing over there? Because it seems like you're doing everything to benefit large businesses and everything to like fuck over the little guy.
Yeah.
So
And that's
what's
both
what's
parties.
up
We're
with
not
that?
picking sides.
Oh no,
you
hell
fucks.
no. Of course,
No.
it's both parties.
They all suck ass. But we got to go happier now. Like we have to. It's warm today.
It's
Like
80 outside.
I'm wearing shorts and flip flops today.
know.
I couldn't wait. And it's supposed to be a lovely weekend for us. So if anyone's dealing with some garbage weather, I apologize. I didn't do it, but I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm excited. Might be by the pool this weekend.
Yeah. Then I read it quickly this morning. I see California got a bunch of tornadoes.
Yeah,
like
they're getting some
odd
random
tornadoes, like
rare
rain and
tornadoes.
tornadoes. Like, damn.
They've had a weird weather winter,
Weird weather winter.
spring. I don't know.
Have you guys not heard the end of days are coming?
Well, I heard the Chinese are doing
I
it.
saw a guy with a sign.
Right? Oh, no.
Is he real?
He's on point.
Yeah, he's.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's finally happened.
I
He's
heard a
finally
preacher
right.
talking about it too.
We got
Damn it.
floods out here.
We do.
for people
We
digging
got
up
a nice
pipes,
flood in our
Sort of
ditch.
a water pipe.
I mean, I really am an irresponsible person because I haven't been watching the news for quite some time. I only just hear like, oh, and when somebody says you should look at things, but even
No,
now, like
that's
this,
not irresponsible.
everything's
I mean,
I think you could not watch the news and be just as effective as someone that does, for the
right.
most part.
Like, there's
Yeah.
so much going on, but like World War III, I hear is now coming.
Sure thing.
So people are really. So is this all because of the Ukraine?
I mean, it doesn't help.
Okay.
no, yeah, I mean, yeah, that raises tensions.
You want to get into that?
And we all
No,
just,
no, I'm
we
sorry,
all
I
just
don't.
speculate. Us little people that are back stateside, they're just like, I know what's going on.
Oh yeah,
like,
no,
you don't know
I'm gonna have a
shit.
podcast pretending like I know what's going on.
Shut up.
That's what bugs me about all these like political commentators and podcasts. Like, you don't know shit.
Yeah.
You're just saying shit, but you're not there on the ground.
Yeah.
So we should
Oh,
all
shit.
then just instead try to concentrate on joining some sort of like league together, whether it be like disc golf but not disc golf, bowling league. I just
Throwing
want to spend
axe
more
throwing,
time
yeah.
with my friends. Axe
Axe
throwing.
throwing.
Are you going to join
How
the
did that
league?
not come
I do
up
want
first?
to.
Well, I'm doing it already, but what?
I probably won't join a league, but I do want to go out there and throw from time to time.
I threw a little bit last night, just by myself.
Yeah.
You just went up there all by your lonesome, like,
Because
The
it's a
bar
couple
just-
weeks until it's April 2nd is the start of the next league. That's the day before my Burfums.
I was.
Axe throwing would be another good board game you could buy for your kids.
Yeah, the board
Little
game.
at-home version.
Just a piece of wood and two axes.
They've got a mobile. I noticed that the first time I saw last night. So they've got like inside. You guys have been there.
Yeah.
Neebs hasn't been, but they've got I don't know how many lanes inside, and they got a couple outside for when the weather's nice. And they have
they do.
They have a
Outside
mobile
ones.
one.
Mobile?
They have a mobile one. It's like on a trailer, on a big
okay.
trailer that's got 2 lanes on it.
Wow.
That's
That
pretty
is
fucking-
cool.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, you can go to like
Yeah.
the county fair.
Yeah. Or wherever, or the
Or a
elementary
party.
schools, or
Yeah, right.
whatever.
No, that's fun.
No, I was like, I like going there.
I was
And
I
there's-
was kind of interested in doing the tournament league thing for
Yeah.
a second, and then I was there with you that other time. We asked like, what happens if you win? I mean, not that I expect to win.
Yeah.
But it was like, oh, then you go on to the next round.
If you
I was like,
want.
Yeah, of course, if you want, but still.
What's the
Like-
next round? What do you
I
mean
don't
the
know.
next
Like
round?
you have to travel.
Well,
play
there's like
more.
this World League, so you can go to the next stage, which is states or whatever, like up in Charlotte or something like that. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I love it.
then I'm
That's
out.
somebody's dream. And
Oh, dude, you know it.
Abstro's like, ugh,
Yeah. Oh God.
now I gotta go to DC and play.
And pay for
So
it.
I'm just gonna go and throw Axis for fun, and I'm keeping it at that.
Yeah.
Oh no, I get it. Because as much as I would want to play, I would not want to travel.
Nah, no,
unless I
Hell no.
knew that I was.
I'm just gonna kick your guys' asses, and it'll be fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, it's
you've had the
fun.
most practice. So.
Well, yeah, no, but Simon's really, really good, and our buddy Donnell, who you met, they're both like, I'm ready for this next. This is gonna be good. Oh, there's a new disc golf course out in Leland, just
Ooh.
opened.
Did it just open? Because
Just
I've
opened.
seen it. Okay.
All right, apparently it technically just opened.
Okay.
not what I heard.
I think I just saw an ad on it for it. Did you see
I
one?
saw the article.
Yeah, I saw an
that-
article on
that
it
said
too.
it just opened.
Oh,
so.
okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, because I'm like, oh, that's the one I've seen people playing that for a
I
couple
mean, the
of years.
space was there. Oh,
Yeah.
they've been playing there.
I've
they were
seen-
just testing it.
I don't know. And it's a weird. I did read the same article. I think it said it was like 11 holes or something weird.
It's 12.
Like what the fuck? What are you doing 12 holes for?
They call those
I guess
holes.
disc golf they don't care. No, I did. I just
they do
they
call
don't.
them holes.
They're not
Oh,
holes.
Are you? What is this face you're
Like
doing
a
right
basket, isn't it?
They're not holes, are they?
You're just a sassafras, right? I know this.
He's right
so
though.
well.
Calling
They're
them
not
holes is
holes.
dumb.
what?
They're
not
baskets.
Holes? They are.
Nobody
They're
wants to
baskets.
say
You're
Basket
right.
makes
Yeah.
sense.
Of course, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, they got
Nobody wants to
12
say
baskets. Holes.
I
Don't
think
throw
so.
a damn frisbee into a hole.
Okay.
That's stupid.
All right.
All right. Well, it's frisbee golf. That's what the golf part of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're just using the same words.
Okay, I just feel like we should
You whispering.
use the right words.
Yeah, but when he's got this sass bullshit, he doesn't want to say it because he knows he's a dick.
No.
So, yeah.
I shouldn't have to say it. They should. No one ever should have called them holes to begin
Holes
with.
is weird. Yeah,
Fair
I
enough.
agree.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
fine with frisbee golf. That was probably a branding thing of how do we get people into our game.
But then,
let's
like,
make it something they're familiar with. Golf. Let's add frisbee to
Well,
it.
they're
Okay,
holes.
I'm there.
so say,
Not a fucking hole. It's a
Yeah,
basket.
but when you go up to it, you don't go, oh, I'm going to the 6th basket.
yeah,
should.
exactly. Nobody
You
wants to
should.
say
Nobody
that.
says the 6th basket. You know
did
why
really
it's
good
golf
on
and
the
it's
5th
tied to golf?
basket.
You call it a fucking hole.
no, it's a basket.
I'm going to the 6th hole, throwing it into the basket.
I did great on the 3rd basket.
Then
today.
there's no hole.
wonderful basket.
It only sounds dumb
no
because you're not
fucking
used to
hole.
hearing it.
Eh,
It's not too late to change. The
Right.
game is still young.
Is it?
Yeah.
Started in
1805.
Compare that to
First
golf.
frisbee.
Steve-O says so.
Golf.
We have 4 big water jugs over there now,
Yeah.
and our water's back on.
Yeah,
That
but
was-
we're going to need that.
I
one.
know, but
Yeah.
I was hoping we'd get to fill the tank up just once and go, there, we did
I
it.
mean, you can if you want to.
Yeah, turn off the water
Turn
by
the
the
water
speedy
off, yeah.
valve. There you
We'll
go.
bring them
Fill it
down
up.
to
Go
our
ahead.
bomb shelter.
That'll
We'll be
satisfy
fine.
you, man.
Let's do that. We'll make a video. We'll put it on the dumpster.
Filling up our toilet. 3 million views.
We'll make it an episode of Loot Droppers,
We'll animate it. It'll be
but
good.
it's like poop droppers.
That'd be fun. I live in the future now.
yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I do too.
A couple of can lights in my house went out.
That's
So
right.
Took the can lights out and I installed those ones I can now control with my phone.
The one I've had like for 6 years.
Yeah, I got different colors.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I live in
boy.
the future.
Yeah,
It's
I
fun.
live there too. I have a thing in my air vent now that'll hold my phone
Oh wow.
in my truck from
Your
the
house-
90s.
Wow.
It's like air vent. What the
Yeah.
Well. I thought you were
Pitches
gonna
and-
have you were talking about like a deodorizer, but
Nope,
no.
you look
it's a-
over there and the phone's just, they're smiling at you.
We're excited about shit that came out like 10 years ago. We're like, yeah, we got it.
Oh my
The
god.
lighting thing is neat, yeah. Just like I didn't know if I'd like it, and I was like, okay, let me try this.
It's
thing.
pretty great.
But once you have it installed, and I can like tell my Alexa to turn on my bedroom, bathroom, whatever,
Yeah.
and then you can like change the colors and the ambience of the whole place. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
I see why people would get into this.
Alexa, sex lights, please.
Alexa, never mind.
Anthony squashed that right quick, didn't he? No sex
'cause
lights.
we got one in
Alexa.
our office that controls everything.
That's quick, Anthony.
It was quick.
Well, listen.
Because he's got a setting for sex lights.
Of course he does.
And listen, Alexa does not. She listens to me. She doesn't listen to Anthony though, because
Sick of his shit.
they defy him all the time.
Does she not drive you fucking? I mean, I know it's
I
very
can't do it.
basic, but I mean, it's annoying how wrong she can respond to
Oh, yeah.
very simple
Yeah.
tasks
Yeah, everyone's-
over and over and over.
Just turning the lights on. We have probably, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 different lights hooked into our office for one command. You say it, and like 3 come on one day, and just doesn't listen.
Yeah, I get it.
And then Anthony's like, "Let me get it on my phone."
The thing I hate the most about that lady is when she advertises to me. I think that ought to be fucking illegal.
What does she advertise?
There's stuff like anytime she says "by the way," because I'm like, hey, lady,
By the way, there's a toilet that can flush chickens.
right. But I'm like, hey,
Would you like to see an
play ambient sound or whatever? She's like, okay, I'll play some ambient sound. By the way, did you know you could ask me to do blah blah blah?
Fuck
I was like,
you.
Shut the fuck up. You should never say by the way, and you should never try to advertise me any products.
and you should be able to tell her that. You should be able to
Yeah.
say never do this, and she should be smart enough to say okay.
By the way, don't ever advertise to me again.
Yeah.
Was she
exactly.
telling you a tip though on how to use the service better, or did she want you to buy
she'll
something?
do that, and she's like, I can do this. If you ask me to do this, I can be like, no, I can learn that myself.
Well, that's
She's not selling
it's not
it.
an
I'm a big boy.
advertisement. That's a
Right, I'm
Well, no,
back
there
with
is
the
that,
tip.
but there is times that she's like said, hey, if you
By the way,
if you want,
tires
I
are
can buy toilet
15%
paper.
off down at Michelin Bob's.
Boys.
Yeah,
They're not, by the way.
definitely been times I feel like I'm being advertised to, and I'm like, well, I don't like that. If that keeps happening,
So it's like what we do.
this thing's going in a ditch.
Sometimes.
yeah.
Right. So go to the magic dumpster.
Yeah.
And get those socks, by the way.
Check out Glock's
Glock
Freaker
socks.
Glock
campaign.
socks, man.
Is he not going with Glock socks?
If he's not doing
Of
that,
course he is. He's
Okay.
got to be.
Glock
It's,
socks.
Come on. It's like first
right
grade
there.
shit.
Yeah. But also, I hope you like loot droppers. I bet you will.
they might not.
I bet they will.
Dressed to the nines and Glock socks. There's something there. Glock 9?
You
There's
looking
something there.
fine with Glock 9 socks.
Work on it.
Looking fine with no. I was gonna
Glock
say
9.
Glock socks, but there's no 9.
All right. Glock better be pushing our
Glock
inventory
your
like
socks
this
off.
someday.
Glock your socks
Glock-
off. Rock out with your Glock out.
Glock 999.
What's that?
I don't know, very Nazi.
Right for his Nazi for
His fuck cancer socks.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's right. That's perfect.
Yeah, 9 is just German.
9.
I know,
Right?
it's just-
Yeah. It means no in German.
Right, just no.
Yeah.
He's like, that's Nazis. Anything German's Nazis.
No, I'm sorry.
This is German, yeah.
Sorry to all the German. Like, I'm mostly
Sorry,
German
Germans.
too, so I hear you, bro.
You could say that, then you can get away with it.
Yeah,
You've
you
got
know
the
it, you're
German
right.
blood in you. You're part Nazi.
You got a little Nazi in you.
There you go. We kid.
We do.
It's not really fun to joke
No,
about
it's
that,
not.
though,
That's
but-
not.
I enjoy it.
Well, we're joking about
Too
the
soon.
horrible people.
Too soon.
Way too soon. It's only been 8 times.
yeah, too soon.
Well, they're also still out there. Like, okay.
Yeah, it's crazy how I think it's an undeniable thing. Maybe I'm spreading false shit, but that we took so many of these like Nazis to us. I think it's been proven by the documents saying like, oh yeah, we took all of the top scientists,
Yeah.
all of the people that were Nazis and that were like really like Nazis, not just working for the Nazis.
They were
Like,
smart Nazis,
We're gonna
though.
give you the life that you, whatever you want to do, man. Just work for us.
Yeah.
We went back here again. Let's not do that.
Sorry. Yes, they did.
Let's not do it.
How good are you at plunging things, Simon?
Depends on the. You know what?
I feel like I'm a rock star when it comes to plunging.
Yeah. See, I'm not. I'm like I don't know, somebody who does it for a living, but I have a really shitty apartment and I can barely make rent.
Yeah.
So I'm okay.
You got to get that.
Okay.
You got to get that seal in there just right.
Yeah, of course.
And
you
then
got
you just
to
gotta
pump.
pop, pop, pop.
Yes. Listen, for a living, I mean, I remember I used to have to clear a lot of shit out of this particular toilet. I'll never forget this bathroom in New Orleans. It was on the corner of Decatur and I think Ursuline, but it was in the French Quarter, and fucking this bathroom was, it was just a single toilet and a urinal, and it was my responsibility to clean this thing. And it was in the French Quarter.
You were working
and-
here?
Yes, I was
Okay.
working there.
Gotcha.
And man, I had to plunge a lot of massive fucking shits that would not get.
Were these customers?
Yes, customers.
This was a bar?
It was a coffee house.
Oh.
Yes.
How did
So
you find out about the situation? Did someone say, "Hey, I just went to the
They
bathroom"?
would come up. They'd be
Oh,
like,
really?
"Hey guys, the bathrooms. I can't use the bathroom because."
Okay.
Yeah.
So it wasn't
they
like-
come in. They want to use the bathroom. And they see it's just shit and toilet paper.
That's easy to report. When you did it though, and you're like, "Hey,
Yeah.
now I got to talk to somebody."
And who knows? They might be the ones doing it and saying, "Oh, I don't know what happened."
I went in there, it's like that.
Or
Yeah.
like the worst, I've said it before, like one of the worst things ever was there was a whole bunch of, excrement down there that I had to plunge, but then the person had also picked up the shit and just smeared it all over the fucking walls.
Oh, right.
Ah,
So I had to
He wrote,
clean
"Do
that.
not use. It's bagged up."
God.
Yeah,
Well, like for a
and-
good
well-
time call.
Right.
Did they do that with their hand? You think?
I'm assuming. You think they give
Man,
a shit?
people are weird. What the hell?
I mean, who knows? I mean, maybe they grabbed it with toilet paper and just used that as a buffer. But I mean, that's if I was doing it, what else are you going to use?
I have a plunging story in New Orleans too. Isn't that weird? We both had that story.
Interesting.
I was in New Orleans on North Rampart at a hotel.
Yeah, I got a knife pulled on me in North Ramp.
Yeah, that's what it's known for.
Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
So
Close to it.
anyway, this was my cross country trips I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Took a group there. They had like these big houses where there's a bunch of rooms and like 2-3 toilets. Anyway, one of my passengers, I guess, really fills it up. There's a girl from Australia,
Yeah, go figure.
and
We all know they shit a lot.
they got the thunder down under.
that's right. And then they come to me because I'm the tour guide,
Right.
and go, "Hey, this toilet's backed up. You think you can?" And I'm thinking, is she asking me to come up there and plunge this? And she was asking me to do
She
that.
was.
Still full, still floating around up there.
Yeah.
Didn't even think twice about asking me.
Yeah. Because you're in charge.
I know. It's just I didn't feel like we were there. Like
But you're
relationship.
in charge.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, how is he in charge of plunging?
Because
I
he's
didn't
in
know-
charge of everything.
Probably heard how good I'm at it.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Was that where it began, or were you really good beforehand?
man, I probably wasn't as good as I am today. Like today, I could probably go to nationals, but back then it was probably a regional.
So you would travel to DC to plunge. That would be a competition I'd be willing to travel.
Take
to
the
see.
plunge.
Yeah, take
Yeah,
the plunge.
plunge league.
I'd watch that on the ESPN3.
Plunge league. Oh my God. It looks like there's some meat in this one.
And a chicken,
Let's see
which
how,
is also meat.
Let's see how fast Neebs can clear it.
The problem is though getting the toilets clogged equally so that everyone's on an even playing
Well,
field.
no, they'd all have to
No.
deal with the exact
Exact
same.
same. That's
Yeah.
not a problem.
Is it?
You got this.
Okay.
We can,
We
yeah,
can
we
figure
can
this
do
part
this.
out.
We can do this.
It's exact meats ground to a certain or not encased, whatever it is.
Anyway, I did it. Got the toilet like a champ.
Wow.
Okay.
I didn't want to leave that story untold, like the
No, that's good.
cliffhanger.
Yeah, we all checked
Yeah.
out about halfway through, but yeah, that's cool.
fine.
You weren't even slightly curious if I got it?
Kind of not, because I think it's fine now. This many years later, I figured it worked itself out.
Sure.
Yeah, I wasn't that interested.
You're glad I told you how it ended, though, right?
Sure. I mean, I didn't.
All right.
It ended exactly
Do
how
you
I
guys
thought it was
watch
going
the
to
ends
end.
of movies? Or you just
Salt.
like,
Yeah, it went nowhere. It's like
Kinda.
Your story was a toilet was backed up and I plunged it.
There could have
The
had a
end.
whole different outcome.
No, there was a lot more. There was that. There
Nothing
was that.
interesting there.
it
Turns
could
out
still
it
be
didn't.
clogged today, for all y'all know.
I was interested in the Australian chick that did not seem to give a shit. No pun intended.
I like the confidence there. I think that's great.
Yeah. Now what happened with her? That's what I'm interested in.
No idea.
You didn't bang
Where
her?
are they now?
You didn't give her the old Neebs?
No.
He was in charge.
Yeah, Neebs is in charge.
Didn't
I'm in
show her your
charge,
plunger?
baby. No.
He's out of this conversation. You knew it was
Sorry. Come on, I wasn't sure. He might have made sweet love to her.
Well, I can tell you the outcome of that. I did not.
Okay.
But
But if she didn't have you inspect and plunge her poop, would you have maybe considered it?
nope. If there was a connection there, that wouldn't have altered the outcome. No.
If there was a connection,
Yeah.
The poop
Yeah.
didn't alter,
Oh,
wouldn't
man.
have altered it.
Early on, you know. Oof.
That'd be a fun like story later, wouldn't it? How'd y'all meet?
Nobody wants to hear that story.
She was on the toilet
She clogged the shit out of it.
She
Don't know
asked
how
me to
she
fix it.
and she
released
thought,
that beast.
"Who's that striking fella
I
with
bet
some
he
strong
plunges.
plunging arms?"
I know how to get him hard.
Chat GPT. That's your next story.
Yeah.
Yeah, ask it to write
Oh,
a story,
story.
about
A love
plunging
story
and
that-
romance. Yeah.
Comes out of a good plunge.
We could record this like an old radio drama.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ask it to have it include 4 characters.
Yeah.
Okay.
See what script it produces. We'll each take a character and we'll read it.
5. Simon can play the Australian girl.
Love it.
Okay. All right. I'll play the Australian girl. This
have
will be
no
a thing,
idea.
and I'll try to come here next week with the script that it said.
Okay.
All right. So the next time we meet up for this,
I'm
and
curious.
then maybe we can either act it out or make amendments to it.
Yeah.
And then
Now print
do
out
it.
everyone's
No,
lines.
we acted as it's
As
done.
is.
Yeah, that's
you
perfect.
just have to
Yeah,
like
you told
give
me
it the right
Chat
words.
GPT doesn't do like scripts.
I told you
Like
it has done
lines.
scripts, but it's not perfect by any means. I've seen announcer says this. I've seen this character says this, but it's not like perfect script format by any
Right,
stretch
right.
of the
But you
imagination.
get the idea.
It could start and then all of a sudden it stops and now it's 2 paragraphs. And then
Okay.
it's whatever the fuck it wants to do.
I think I saw Ubisoft's going to be using some sort of like not ChatGPT, but something similar to help write dialogue for like NPC characters
Oh my god.
for
they're
like their
just-
big open worlds, like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
So
why
you know
not?
all those little characters that you see running around the city in the background that have all just like what meaningless lines.
So those writers are out.
No, they're still there, but you know I guess this AI gives them sort of a like a head start. It's like, hey, help me write this for blah 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 blah, and it gives them I don't know. It's weird. It's like
It's a weird gray area. It's a Wild West right now.
I don't know. I think it's fine to do because it does a good job of it. And if people are overseeing it, I mean,
if it's like a first draft, it's like, hey, give me a
Yeah,
first
first
draft. And I
draft.
can take that and like, okay, most of this sucks, but I'll use this little nugget and this little nugget and this little nugget. Oh, and I'll come up with my own.
AI for this
a
video
tool.
game. Be a character. Silly, not great at games. Use Simon voice. We don't need you anymore.
oh, okay.
By the way,
Thanks.
this AI is killing it.
I gotta go back to carpentry.
AI fix my
I'm gonna do
carpet.
poorly at it. I'm gonna live in a van.
It's a gray area.
Yeah,
No, it's-
I'm curious to see. I mean, it's starting to do pictures really well. I'm curious to see where it's going to go with moving images
oh my god.
because it's starting to get better and better. Like every time I see something, it's like, oh, this is a moving image made with AI. It's getting better and better each time.
Yeah.
Like Pixar took 6 years, and the new AI feature is like 15 minutes. It took. It's like a
Pixar just feeds it a
masterpiece.
script. Here you go. There you
I
go.
mean, wouldn't you want to be able to plug in your artwork into a program and then just say, yes, these are our creations. I'm building it in these parameters or whatever it is, and then have AI animate it, and then you could just make adjustments to anything.
Have it
you think
assist.
looks
Yeah,
weird.
I mean, it's it's
If I was
a
it's
freelance
absolutely
artist,
a
I
time
wouldn't.
saver.
Yeah, I mean, like for content creators like us, you'd be like, we would be able to essentially put out a lot more content realistically, and that would be.
Anybody.
just-
No, if you could
fun.
train it to like lip sync for us,
Anybody.
good God.
I mean,
Even
it
that,
can.
Even
That-
that would be amazing.
Well, that thing you were looking at today, where that girl took the phone.
Yeah, that was
video
a
of her
Unreal
face.
Engine 5 demo. This
Yeah.
girl
Oh my God.
with a camera phone or an iPhone or whatever just took a video of herself just making some emotions, and they just load that video into Unreal Engine 5, and within like 5 minutes, they had it plastered on a 3D character, and it looked pretty damn
Multiple
Look
3D
like her.
characters. They could switch it to other
Yeah.
You
rigs.
change, yeah.
good. Yeah. No, it's
Yeah.
pretty awesome. You can imagine, okay, we can make a 3D character, and then we can easily record the voice lines and the emotion and just apply it. I mean, you still have to animate it. There's still a lot of processes to
But
go
could
through.
you still use a mocap suit and get that body to?
That's what's going to be interesting. If you could figure out a way, say you have a warehouse or a set, just like, okay, like just record people walking up to each other doing the motions and then apply that to 3D characters without the whole mocap suit and needing 1,000 cameras looking at you. Once they figure out a way to do that with
And they
like
will.
one camera, and they will, it's going to happen.
But can it
it's gonna
plunge
be
a
amazing.
toilet?
No. Got to get Neebs for that.
Yeah, I'm your man.
Neebs?
That's right.
Okay. Thank
Nationals.
God.
Is the toilet
Plunged.
good now?
We're good.
You did it?
Yeah, I hit it like about 9-10 times. It's
You were
good.
going to leave that part of the story out.
And what a great conclusion.
This
See?
would have been the worst podcast ever.
Yeah,
Had we not
instead,
known that.
instead it's the best.
That's right.
The best ever.
The best ever.
It's our toilet podcast. Finally.
Thank goodness. Thank you for
Thank you,
Thank
all
you
of
for
Thank
all
you so
for
much.
being here.
Yep.
Love you guys.
No one
Thanks
drinks the
for being
water
here.
for how long?
Another two.
We probably shouldn't drink. Well, we don't drink the water
We don't
ever
drink the
here,
water,
but
no.
let's
just don't nobody drink the water
yeah.
for
don't-
24
Thanks, y'all.
hours.
Thank you.
Thank-
Thank
bye.
you.
Bye.